Anyway, looks like we are getting started here with KT versus Team 8. The first player out for KT Roster is none other than Gabby, aka P7 Gab, aka Wooki. That's right. We call him Gabby now. I'm gonna start making up stupid nicknames for all the pro gamers. Alright, so we got B-Dog, we got Greasy Toss, and we got Gabby. And apparently he's playing a PvP against somebody. I don't actually know who he's playing against though. Where? Come on, show me his opponent. Whatever. Yoink. Oh, it's gonna be Jaehoon. He's playing against the Hoon. Now, Jaehoon suffered an unfortunate Kespa mishap the last time he played. He played StarCraft 2, and his keyboard malfunctioned in the middle of the game, and he like tried to indicate. Basically, what happens normally, what happens when you ask for a pause is, oh, turn the volume down. Yeah, sorry about that. So normally, what happens is you type PP like for pause if something's broken, but obviously if your keyboard's broken you can't type PP, so you're supposed to like raise your hand, and then there's a Kespa ref sitting behind each booth, and the Kespa guy will like indicate that you want to pause. But then apparently like the referee just wasn't paying attention, so Jaehoon's keyboard broke and he's like waving his arms in the booth, and the Kespa ref was just like ogling some hot chick or something and just was not watching, and so he literally sat there for like 20 seconds in the game with his keyboard not working. And then he lost, and he was like really upset. So that kind of sucked. But yeah, that kind of blows. So it's gonna be a PvP in Brood War. Wooki versus Jaehoon. Now I think I talked about this before, but Wooki was kind of a average player last season. He got 50% in the regular season for KT, and then he just like completely bombed in the playoffs, lost every single game, even though he got played in like all the matches. Apparently I'm not on the stream list. I should be. And I lost my train of thought. Ah! Curse you, chat! Curse you and your distracting ways. Anyway, yeah. Oh, I also gotta be careful where I click here. So it looks like Jaehoon is gonna be the yellow Protoss at the bottom right. That would make Wooki the blue Protoss at the bottom left. We are on Neo Ground Zero. And yeah, that was a nice link by XPac in the stream chat, by the way. There's an article on Jaehoon. All you really need to know is that Jaehoon is like the inventor of Bermuda recalls, basically. Or at least the popularizer. Is that a word? Popularizer? The guy who makes something popular? Anyway, yeah, and if you don't know what Bermuda recall is, it's just like, it's bad, don't do it. It's when you recall and you actually don't bring any, and it doesn't actually bring any units. Trendsetter, that's a good one. Trendsetter. Anyway, yeah, so I'm using a new stream now. Hopefully the quality looks really nice. It looks really nice to me, but you know, as you all know, I have very low standards for video settings. And wow, for a second there I was like, oh my god, it's never GG. I was like, wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. She's not in Korea anymore. It's some other random chick with a big camera. Coolio. Anyway, it's like gas being taken by both players. Actually, now that I think about it, I wonder how many people in this chat actually don't know who Never GG is. Because any of like the newer members of TL, like who joined for StarCraft 2, probably won't actually know who she is. Which is a little bit sad, because Never GG is awesome. Just like go on TL and search for Never GG and you'll find good stuff. Never GG's fantasy, I see what you did there. And there is Lee Jae-dong. Wait, is that the new Kespa t-shirt thing? Like the Team 8 t-shirt? They just have like the 5-line thing. What is that even called? Tally marks on their shirts? Why do they have that? That's so weird. Whatever. Jae-dong's handsome no matter what he wears. Anyway, it looks like Jaehoon is already scouted. He's sending out his first Zealot as well, so doing a bit of a double scout here, whereas Wooki just doesn't really care. He's gone for Core first instead of Zealot, so taking a bit of a risk here. You know, the safe thing to do is go for Zealot, and then Cybernetics Core, and then a second Zealot, and that makes you safe against a person who's 2-gating. If you go for Core first, you often have difficulty against a person who goes for like a 10-12 gate, but that's generally a poor strategy on like a 4-player ramped map to go for 2 gateways, so unless they're like proxy gates, and even then. So I think that's a completely fine risk that Wooki is taking here. Anyway, looks like, oh, okay, so he was gonna go out with his initial Zealot, but he brought it back to make sure his ramp was blocked, and now he's going out with it since he has a second Zealot, but he's gonna see the Dragoon out, and I don't think he should move out with his Zealot. Interestingly, he's actually moving his Zealot up to the top right, even though he clearly knows where his opponent's spawning location is. I think he might have just been checking for a probe or something. I'm a little bit confused by that. Just going by what I'm seeing on the mini map. He's doing some interesting Zealot movements. Jaehoon is. Meantime, looks like Goon range being researched, so it doesn't mean, or rather, it does mean that we're not going to see any super fast DTs or Reavers or anything like that. But 2 gateways already finished now for Wooki. So Wooki looking to put on some really early Dragoon pressure here, and if Jaehoon gets too aggressive with his initial units, that could be really bad for him. Looks like he's going for a 1-gate Robo here, building that Robo close to his ramp. So of course, if he does decide to make any Reavers, he can get those out to the top of his ramp or to his natural in good time to help defend. A lot of times, instead of going for the shuttle, players will just go for a fast Reaver and expand without a shuttle and use their Reavers defensively. And since Reavers are so slow, it's good to have that Robo, so you know, kind of close to your natural, so you can rally your Reavers there. In the meantime, Dragoons just dancing around back and forth. And oh, 1 second. Sorry, I thought my headphones were running out of battery, but no, it looks like they're fine. Anyway, oh goodness, this could be very bad. Man, the goons are at the bottom of the ramp here. They gotta run back. Run! Run! Get to the chopper! And by chopper I mean ramp, but you know, whatever. Same difference. So he's going to be fine here, even though he's down a goon. He does have the defender's advantage, of course, in Brood War. There's a roughly 50% miss chance when you shoot uphill. So yeah, there's no way he's going to break that, especially with the 2 Zealots there. And looks like he's actually going straight for Reavers here. Very interesting. You know, the safe, you know, the quote-unquote safe build in PvP is to go for 2-gate obs, but he's actually going for the Reavers first, probably because seeing all those early Dragoons, he knows that it's not really possible for Wooki to have gone for any kind of ultra-fast DTs or anything, so he feels quite safe in doing this. Yeah, if Wooki was going for DTs, there wouldn't be nearly as many Dragoons, and he wouldn't be nearly as aggressive with them. So that's a nice little optimization there. But look at this, Wooki already taking his natural expansion, and he's got Reaver Tech up his own all the way. I think that's what we saw just now. So he's definitely going to be just using those Reavers defensively, whereas Jaehoon's already got a shuttle out, so he's going to be doing some aggression with his Reavers. So let's see how good his Reaver control is. You know, when you have a shuttle with that Reaver, you can do so much fancy micro, and it can be so much more effective than just a Reaver by itself. But you do need to have that decent micro. So here, oh well, no, looks like I thought Jaehoon was going to move out, but no, he's going to wait for that Reaver first. Man, Reavers take a long time to build. Interestingly, the supplies are almost exactly even. Oh no, it looks like Jaehoon going ahead a little bit now. He's going to probe at his natural, so it looks like he's actually going to just expand here. But I mean, you know, as we can see as observers, he does need to do some damage now since his expansion is much later, and he's moving out now with the shuttle. He's got to be careful. His shuttle's flying a little bit away from his army. You know, if Wooki like has the or could have set up like a Dragoon trap and just sniped the shuttle in transit, which would have been pretty bad for Jaehoon, but looks like it's not going to happen. And this could be quite dangerous actually for Wooki here with that shuttle and Reaver there. I mean, you know, pro level Reaver micro is pretty sick, and looks like, oh my god, he's going after the shuttle. The shuttle took a lot of damage there, and Reaver is out now for Wooki as well. He's got to be careful. Oh my god, he's going to lose the shuttle. The shuttle goes down, but the Reaver does get out, and Wookie's lost his own Reaver. Now, one more shot. Oh my god, 6 Scarab blowing up 3 Dragoons there. 5 Dragoons and a Zealot remaining for Jaehoon. I think Wookie's just going to die right here. At the very least, going to lose a lot of probes. Probably lose a natural expansion. I mean, I think he just has to rally all his units now to the top of his ramp and try and hold it, but no, he doesn't even have anything. And it looks like Jaehoon is going to take game number 1 here for KT. A Reaver pops out, but it's going to get taken down before even getting a single Scarab off. Oh my goodness, Wooki is so dead. He is not going to leave the game, but he is so dead. He's pulling his probes to help out. Oh man, but it is way too late. So yeah, Jaehoon taking game number 1. Oh, he's doing a dance! He's doing a ceremony! Oh my god, he intentionally had the goons not attack. Oh wow. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, there is no /dance command in Brood War, so this is the next best thing. Making your goons just do a little jiggle there. Oh god. Oh Jaehoon. Oh you. And that's gonna take even longer for Wooki to leave. Like, if this was a ladder game on Fish right now, Wooki would just disconnect after that. He would actually just drop, like drop hack. But unfortunately this is Pro League, so you can't drop hack. But, like, could you guys imagine if this was Fish? He would totally just drop. It's like, oh, Dragoon Dance, instantly. Anyway, so Wooki is deciding that he wants to not leave. I don't know, maybe he's hoping for a power outage. Power outage and regain. GG from P7 Gab Jaehoon, taking down game number 1 in style. Doing the little ceremony in game at the end there. Wooki not too happy about this. Look, he's so defeated he can't open the door. I really want to go in one of those booths one day and like try and open the door, because so many players actually have trouble opening these doors from the inside. Like, I always make fun of them, but I feel like if I like actually just went and played this game on stage, and like I might actually get stuck in the booth myself. So I'm actually a little bit tentative about making fun of these guys. Maybe it's just like a really hard to open door or something. Maybe I should go there and like oil the hinges for them so that it's easier to open. Just do a little favor for the players. Anyway. Yeah. Game number 1 goes to Team 8. And it is a much needed win for them because, I believe, wait a minute, actually, so Team 8 got destroyed on opening day by SKT, and they also lost to CJ. Yeah, I think they lost to CJ at the beginning of this week. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so since we are now using the HD stream, we are not going to get commercials in between games. We're just going to go to this overlay screen because apparently they don't have HD versions of the Koreans. So, or sorry, of the commercials rather. HD versions of the Koreans. Oh man, we only have standard definition Koreans. Lol, lol. So this is going to be a little bit less entertaining than watching those awesome like